Greetings everyone, it's Casantino again. This is going to be another Disney video. However, unlike what seems to be what I've seen in some of the other YouTubers, I mean there are some, I have seen some that have praised the hell out of this, and rightfully so. So, I know on my channel I've been kind of hard on Disney, but I'm going to give credit where credit is due. And I am going to say, from what I have seen of it, which admittedly isn't too much, and I would say it's enough to say that it has definitely hit all of my nostalgia points in good ways. It's made me say, yes, that is it. How that would work. I can believe that's this character. I can believe that's that character. And we're going to talk about a little bit about the new Ducktales. Now I don't know how long the show's been around. I know, but they recently, I'm not even sure it's recent. Someone on a group I'm on Facebook, they posted about the Darkwing Duck. I did see, this is actually the second Darkwing Duck episode I've seen on there, and I liked them both. The first one being when they were making a movie about, spoilers here, so there's going to be some mild spoilers, not too much, because because I haven't seen the episodes in a while, and two, because my memory's shit. The first episode I saw with Darkwing Duck, and it was basically they were making a movie and basically saying the original Darkwing Duck was a TV show. Okay, cool. But what I liked was they brought back the original voice actor for the original Darkwing Duck, and the new one is basically a new character altogether, but he's like a super Darkwing fan, so he wants to stay true to the character which eventually when he goes to the actual Saint Canard, I hate when I can't remember these things. I'm pretty sure it's Saint Canard. It's Darkwing. I can say yes, that's Darkwing Duck. All the goofiness and everything else. It's the episode. That first episode was also basically showed how some people can be so hell bent on a character. Like the original Darkwing in this episode was really protective of it, really protective of the character, and didn't want it changed. He wanted to be Darkwing Duck and wanted to eventually, he wanted to kill the other actor. But by the end, he becomes, I can't remember what happened, but he becomes Negaduck. So there's the beginnings of that. The next episode had, I can't remember the villain's name. The bull. He was the first villain in the original Darkwing Duck. I think he was only a one-off villain. He was like, oh yeah, Darkwing wanted to beat him because he was basically the kingpin. Kind of sad that guy only got one episode, but with so many other characters. In this one, he had a machine that brought stuff from other dimensions, parallel worlds, whatever. And he would eventually bring Megavolt, Bushroot, Liquidator, and Quackerjack. So we had those three. Let me tell you, Liquidator, oh my god, they fucking buffed the hell out of him. He's buff in this thing. Jesus Christ. Bushroot, man, I remember him being a little bit more goofy. And in fact, they were all goofy. But Megavolt was the only one I really didn't. Megavolt, Quackerjack, and Liquidator, other than the buffness, making him buff as hell, I didn't really see any real changes to those characters. Bushroot, wow. Basically, Bushroot is, well, this is what would happen if he would have gone full plant, and then that's what it felt like. It felt more like he became almost a mindless plant monster. I'm not. Of course, that episode really didn't focus too much on the villains, so there wasn't really any room to see what Bushroot, well, any of them really could actually do. I mean, Megavolt had it, and Liquidator had their things, and of course Quackerjack. But they were basically focusing on the Darkwing Duck, and Scrooge and his nephews. Yes, they were in this thing because they were there checking out the bull guys machine. But everything about it, yeah, it's like, yes, I can believe that's Darkwing Duck, despite the fact that it was a totally different duck, supposedly supposed to be a different duck doing in the cape. As far as everything else, Scrooge McDuck. Scrooge is probably, I might be remembering this wrong, but I think Scrooge might be a little bit different. The nephews definitely have a little bit more of their own. I feel like they have their own personalities in this. They're not like the same. They're not like literal. Oh, this is the the kid in the green suit, the one in the blue, and the one in the red, Huey, Dewey, Louie. They each have. I could be remembering that wrong, but it just seems like they have more of their own personalities in this series, and it works. Webby. I'm actually glad they did something a little bit more with Webby than just having her be the annoying. I liked all the characters. Freaking Webby's more adventurous and wanting to, with hanging out with the others. She was like that in the other show, the original show, but and her grandma, Miss Beakley. Oh my God. Okay, imagine, basically, if you haven't seen it, basically, I'm going to put it, oh God, I should put Launchpad still crashes, stuff. The one character I feel like had, I'm not sure if it's like, screw it, Skeletor's staying down. I wouldn't say it's the biggest change, but I wouldn't say it's a good change, is Scrooge McDuck. Because I seem to remember, again, I could be remembering this wrong, but I seem to remember that most of the adventures that he'd go on with the boys was more about getting more wealth for himself. But in this show, and like I said, again, I could be wrong. I could be remembering that wrong. But in this show, he's more doing it for the sake of he just wants to have an adventure. He just wants to go out and do stuff. This episode, well, it was kind of a compilation of different episodes, that I saw on YouTube, on Disney XD. Yeah, Disney XD, their channel. Check. You know what? I'll put a link. I'll put a link to the episodes I'm talking about if they're on that channel. Because in this, it also, the Huey, Dewey, Louie's mom is also in this new one. Which, oh my god. Even, there's not bad, from what I've seen, there's not one bad main character. They're either the same as they ever were, or there's more to them. Even Donald. Although Donald's not, they took away the fact that Donald's always out to sea with a navy, I think. Yeah, he's living in a boat down at the marina. So, yeah, Donald's still there, but his sister and Huey, Dewey, Louie's mom used to be a thing with Scrooge. Donald and Scrooge were the big adventurers, and she ended up taking a rocket ship up and disappearing. Well, it turns out okay, more spoilers, so if you haven't seen anything, stop right here. It turns out she's crash landed on the moon, and Scrooge spent almost his entire fortune trying to find her. He doesn't, and she ends up, like, I forget how many years, like 10 years? It takes her 10 years to get back. She ends up rebuilding the thing. And I'm not going to talk about how she breathed, because that's something. That's something you have to see for yourself. But yeah, there's not, like, I can understand. This is probably more, it's a Disney property. But I give them complete credit. I give them total credit. This is how you do nostalgia. I don't know how, I just don't know how they got it right here. But in everything else, they keep fucking it up. And I know this sounds like a backhand thing I'm giving them. But, I've read it. Here's the thing that's even crazier. I don't see this often enough. I don't see it often enough. People saying they're fans of the franchise, of this thing, and going in and taking care of it. I don't see that. I don't see that a whole lot. But with Ducktales, I see that this is run by people who actually like these characters and want to take care of them. They're doing some things different, but at the core, the characters are still the characters. Scrooge is still an adventurous and sometimes cheap son of a gun. Donald's still Donald. Huey, Dewey, and Louie have their personalities, but ultimately they still feel close to how the originals. Darkwing, oh my god, Darkwing Duck, different guy. Yeah, it's just crazy. I wish they would do this more often. I wish more of these blasted studios would do stuff like this. Because this is how you do it. This is how you do the nostalgia thing. You want nostalgia, this is how you do it. You put the characters in, you have people who want to actually take care of the characters, you have people who want to write good stories for those characters. They tweak it enough that you can still say That it feels different, but you can still say that's how you do it. That yes, that's the kind of character I remember from years ago. So yeah, bravo to the team who's working on Ducktales. So I'm going to call it for this video. I'm Casantino. I will see you in the next one. Take care.